So in continuation with respect to the previous topic related to the building partnership, so we'll continue about the supply chain restructuring. When we do supply chain restructuring, so restructuring happens when existing supply chain it is not performing good. So firms are under relentless pressure to continuously improve their supply chain performance so as to minimize the cost and maintain high level of customer service. Several firms have reaped substantial benefits by working on initiatives involving supply chain integration and supply chain optimization. Leading firms have realized initiatives involving supply chain integration and supply chain optimization. Supply chain integration and related best practices have received adequate attention in the industry. These practices are pre-collated down from the best firms to emerge as necessary but insufficient condition for firms to establish themselves as market leaders. So industries have realized retain their leadership, they'll go beyond their initiatives, and supply chain restructuring focuses on innovative practice that separate leaders from the also last ran companies. Supply chain integration and optimization goes beyond supply chain functions, requires integrating product and process engineering. It may also involve closer integration between marketing and supply chain function. So when we go to supply chain mapping, it is explained in detail with the help of the graph. So restructuring in supply chain, it is found a method to successfully capture and evaluate the existing supply chain process. This method is used to capture current supply chain process is termed as supply chain mapping. So this is explained with respect to the dimensions, the shape of value addition curve, point of differentiation, customer entry point, and the supply chain value. So when you do supply chain mapping, here you can see with respect to time and cost, the product demand in the market will be increasing up to certain time. So until the order placed by the customer, there we can see the product sales it will be improving daily. So after reaching a certain point of differentiation, the customer will be taking the product without any hesitations. So while taking a product, the customer will have lot of questions to afford the product or not. So after certain point, after passing to the point of differentiation, the orders will be placed continuously. But between the time and cost, as the time increases, the cost if increase, value addition also increases. The product it will be having thrust in the market. What are the factors you correct? Taking feedback from the customer, it will be corrected so that value addition to the product increases. So after passing through the point of differentiation, so there is a steep hike in the value addition to the product. So then orders will be coming to the customer continuously. So that is indicated by the dotted line. So after passing that region, the products ordered by the customer, it will be continuous. So there won't be any doubts on the product for which the customer will be buying regularly. So here it tells about the customer entry point in the supply chain. So whenever the customer is placed order, it is shown in a dotted line. In several industries, expect material off the shelf in the neighborhood retail stores. The customer entry point is the end of the chain and is same as the delivery time. Several industries, it is uncommon for the customer to give some amount of delivery lead time. In such case, obviously customer entry point will be ahead of the delivery time. This is similar to build to order or configure to order supply chain situations. Essentially, the customer entry point captures the order to deliver lead time. This dimension is important because all the operations before the customer order has to be done based on the forecast. Bulk of the activities can be carried out as order rather than the forecast. One does not have to worry about the likely forecast error that is inherent in any forecasting exercise. So here what is this point of differentiation is valid for any organization. It's valid for any organization that is offering a variety of end products to customer. Products are made in a supply chain consisting of multiple stages. As the product moves in the chain, progressively the product assumes an identity that is closer to the end product. The point of differentiation is a stage where the product gets identified as a specific variant of the end product. This is illustrated in the concept of using a toothpaste manufacturing term. It is assumed that the firms offer varieties only in pack sizes. So packing stage is a point of differentiation. Packing station have the same basic material. So the same toothpaste that is packed in various dimensions. Packing station has been working with the generic material. But at the packing station, the firm has to make an irreversible decision in terms of committing generic material to their specific product variant. In automobile manufacturing, like Tata, usually large variety is offered in terms of color. The painting stage becomes point of differentiation, because at this stage the firm makes an irreversible decision about the color of the car. When in Ford also it has happened in the same stage. When they came early in the market, they were selling only black colored cars, which people were not ready to offer. But later on, when they added variant colors, they were able to stand in the market. So supply chain restructuring happens when postpone the point of differentiation is done, alter the shape of value addition curve, advance the customer ordering point. So here in the graph here shown, so there will be new point of differentiation with respect to existing point of differentiation. So after that, for each case, there will be order placed by the customer, it is going to vary. So when you do restructuring with respect to new point of differentiation, then you are going to get a new point of differentiation compared to the previous one. So like this supply chain integration here will be able to optimize. So when you postpone the point of differentiation, reduction of transportation cost, postponement in the bicycle industry. So what all the practice they do, they are going to change the suppliers, they are going to change the design process. So overall time taken to the production it is minimized, less exposure to damage than when transported as a full assembled bicycle, less need for shop space while material is stocked as components instead of fully assembled bicycles. So like this, when you reduce some of the costs, you'll be in a position to restructure the supply chain. So what are the problems associated with the post-movement strategy? There will be high level of product customization, existence of modularity in product design, high uncertainty in demand, long transport lead time, short lead time for postponed operation, low value addition in transportation, high value addition in postponed operation, difference in tariff rates for components and finished goods in different markets. So like this, we'll be having different problems with implementing the postponement strategy. So role of IT in the network design. So IT has bought a lot of improvement in the supply chain network. So now we can outsource what all the products we are going to produce here. We'll be able to upgrade in different countries. So IT has brought a lot of revolutions in the supply chain management, and to reach different network design applications are structured to interface easily with the planning and operational software used by the firms.